Like other parts of speech, verbs have characteristics that can help you identify which words are verbs. One characteristic of verbs is that they have different forms for different people. Now, this is less obvious in English than in some other languages in which you learn to conjugate verbs. For the most part, in English, the verb is the same for different persons, except that you add s to the third person singular form. For example, I walk, you walk, but he, she, or it walks. If you add an s to a word in the third person singular form, then it's a verb. For example, if you're not sure about love, well, I love, but he loves, so love is a verb. A second characteristic is that verbs are the only words that have different forms called tenses to show different times. For example, she walked. The ed form of walked shows that it's in the past, so walked is a verb. She will walk. Making a phrase with the auxiliary verb will shows that it's in the future, so will walk is a verb. Here's another example. She is walking. When does this action take place? Well, it's happening now, and you can tell because is walking shows that it's in the present. Words or phrases that can change time are verbs. A third characteristic of verbs is that some are regular and some are irregular. Most verbs are regular and you add an ed ending to make forms in the past. For example, walk becomes walked or have walked. Irregular verbs don't follow this rule. Irregular verbs are words like go, which becomes went, and have gone. Unfortunately, irregular verbs are all different, so you have to memorize them. Now, for the most part, this isn't a problem. For example, you know went and gone, but there are some irregular verbs that are frequently misused and may cause problems in writing.